and welcome back to another Falcons franchise. I know it's been almost a week, if not a week to the day, since I last posted something. So, been busy with work and whatnot. You know how it is sometimes. But here we are, week 14, us versus the Panthers. Playoff hopes on the line, and we've got to make things happen. So, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly do these little practices right here. And, assign these boys here something. Hopefully it helps them out. Y'all know my complaint. I feel like the amount of improvements is just so minimal as far as the experience that you get right now. And maybe that's due to having a newer coach or something too. As a matter of fact, I need to check his experience, see if I can get him to get double experience or something like that. I'm not gonna do the scouting right now. I'll do that after the game. But let's see about the spending coach experience. So there is increased experience. Yes, we have enough. So we have gotten that. That is what we've been saving for. And hopefully that will help a lot. So, as always, since we got the Panthers, we need to go look at who they have, what they got going on. So we're going to check them out real quick. I'm sure Cam is still there. Yep, Cam Newton is still there with Matt McGloin and Austin Houston, a rookie quarterback. Ryan Matthews, Jay Stu, D'Angelo Williams, and Pierre Thomas. Now, in real life, if I'm not mistaken, he is on the Steelers right now. But on here, he's still on the Panthers. I don't know if he ever got cut or traded or was just signed in free agency or what, since we've had a year go by. But they have a solid running game, though. That's four pretty good backs that at one point or other have started for some team. Let's see. Kelvin Benjamin, of course. And then that wide receiver, Charles Johnson, Nate Washington, Corey Brown, Devin Funchess, Devon Bess. Okay. Tight ends, Greg Olsen is still there doing his thing. We got to watch out for him. 74, 78, 88. Center, right guard, 91. So their right interior side is strong and tough. And then Rashawn Cole, rookie, right tackle. We may be able to take advantage of that, hopefully. Left end, they got Charles Johnson. All right. Starlo Tulele here at D tackle with Kiwan Short. That's a nice interior D line as well. Shaq Thompson out here. Luke Kuechly, 97 overall linebacker. And we know he's got good coverage skills too. Thomas Davis, 87. That's going to be a little rough as well. And we got Ben Wickery and William Gay. Top two corners look pretty solid. Of course, Drake Kirkpatrick is a nice nickel corner to have on here. So they look solid defensively. Yeah, Trey Boston and Andrew Sendejo. Okay. Well, we're going to have our work cut out for us. They're 5-7. I'm trying to remember if we played them already this season or not. So I'm going to go take a look real quick and see what our schedule looked like if we did play them already. We did, and we got whooped. 31-10. So we have got to make up for it here and now. So here we go. Falcons, Panthers, week 14 in the NFL. I'm pumped and ready for it. I wanted to do this yesterday, but ran out of time in the day. So I'm glad I'm getting to do this today. And if you remember, for our playoff situation, we pretty much have to win out because we're in like a four-way tie for a wild card spot. So it's win or go home right here, right now. I'm excited, though. And we did move Tevin Coleman to our starter a game or two back. And he's been running like crazy on these guys. I think if he didn't have 100 yards in the last two games, I believe he was very close to them. But I thought he broke 100 in both of them. So I could be mistaken.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup with two stud linebackers. Both are tackling machines, and both have a nose for the ball. It's
101 tackles
going up against Paul Warlow.
and 4 interceptions. Good night.
Now let's head down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 14 matchup.
That's okay, though.
We're under the lights here on Monday night, just moments away from kickoff here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms just prior to kickoff for this prime time.
All right.
This adds another whole layer of
Let's get it started. Come on, let me choose my kickoff.
I think you said it right. Center stage. Players love it. Anytime you turn on the lights, they know it's special, and it brings out the emotion out of these players. And also, let's don't forget, the fans, they've been here all afternoon getting ready, so we're going to have a loud crowd also.
The Falcons are back deep, waiting for the kick.
Let's go. Dietrich Timmons back there to receive too. Big man on the team here. Return game for us. He's explosive. He's got 2 kick return touchdowns. He should have had more. I think one of them was called back earlier this season because of a hold or something like that.
This game has officially begun.
Let's go, though.
And he'll start his return.
All right. I wish they would fix that logic on the kick return, though. How the guys kind of don't pay attention to where the returner's setting up. They'll just run all into him.
He's completed over 60% of his passes.
Let's get it going. Oh, this should be big money. Big money. Oh, never mind. Doggone rookie wide receiver left me alone out there. Thought one-on-one he would do something.
Falcons lineup. They've had a hard time this year moving the football through the air.
And it's now second
That's okay, though.
5 after running it on first down.
Hold on to it. Doggone it.
And now here's the Panthers defense.
I can't believe he didn't hold on to that.
Hawking unit that a week ago came up with
that would have been a first down.
The Falcons from the 32. And Ivory's on the toss. Gets the football.
There we go. Chris Ivory coming in on 3rd downs, powering through for us. He was starting for a long while, but I had like a running back by committee thing going on. Now that I've changed it up, though, I feel much better about the way that it is right now. We're going to flip that. They overloaded that left side. There we go. Coleman getting the first down again. Let's go.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Here we go.
Lions lined up, 2 tight ends set.
No! I tried to throw it underneath. Oh, no. 18 interceptions on the year now. Whoa. Cam must be hurt. I didn't see that. I didn't pay attention. Matt McGloin in the game, though. Cam must be out.
And matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say
that gives us a chance.
He's going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
Ball from the 46.
First down at the 46.
Good play. Good play, Clay.
Lead that play and make the hit. And with that, let's take a look at the Panthers offense, starting with the offensive line. They're right up there in the top 5 running the football, and that's not a surprise to anyone.
We got to keep it going here. Keep it going. Tough, stout defense right here.
Stewart lined up as the single back.
2nd and 10. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart.
Good defense.
Picking up 3 yards.
Let's go.
And here's the Falcons.
Don't let them get nowhere out there, dog.
Best in the league when it comes to pass defense.
True.
Third down on the way.
Come on, come on, come on, defense.
The 36 is the first down line.
From the gun.
Oh! What?
And the first.
How? I thought we had a hand on that. I feel robbed. What in the world, man? Look at that. I couldn't ask Alfred to have better coverage than that, man. He did his thing on that play. We got cheated, though. But you know what? That's all right. We got to keep playing. Game doesn't end there.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Look at that concentration.
Now we're looking like the Falcons from Thursday night with that mess. Letting him just sit right underneath.
Sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Playing press coverage to the outside. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Breaks out of that one. Fights through contact.
Wow.
Capping off the long run.
Jonathan Stewart shoved off 2 tackles. That's some bull right there. Unbelievable. We will not lose this like we lost earlier to them this season, doggone it. I refuse.
Makes it happen. The linebacker has a chance to hit him. Other defensive players, but he breaks those tackles and goes in for the touchdown.
All right, 7-0 off that interception. That hurt us. But we're okay, though. We can still rebound. It's still early in this game.
Ready here for the kickoff. He'll have a chance to take off.
That was on me right there. Just trying to find room. Thought I could bounce it outside.
The Panthers defense.
Oh, what did I just call? You know what? I'll run this. I'll run this.
But I also give the coaching staff a lot of credit. They were calling aggressive defenses, and when you keep being aggressive on the defensive side,
I couldn't get anyone to move.
Gets to him for the sack.
Why? Why would they just stop? That's what I don't get.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
Loss of 2 on that play.
This is what I wanted to run.
12. Outside now on the toss.
See, using that Tevin Coleman speed right there. That's what I wanted.
Falcons have a third down coming up. They did a great job.
All right, this might be kind of tough because they actually have good interior D linemen.
Third down and 1.
We got through. That's all that matters. We got enough.
Now 1st and 10. Looking across the middle.
There we go, rookie. Nice little catch.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
And they are overloading that side. Oh, into the 1st. Okay.
That wraps up the 1st quarter here in Charlotte. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the 2nd.
We'll call the same play.
2nd down.
See if they do it again. Nope, they did not.
Lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
No, don't call a hold. Who did it? Come on, man. We can't be beating ourselves right now. This game is too important. Who? Ronald Leary. He must be one of those tackles I signed in the offseason. Which, by the way, if I didn't mention this before, my goal this weekend is to actually get through the rest of the season and get through the offseason as well. So stay tuned for more of that too. One-on-one, sometimes you got to take a shot, but Matt Ryan he looks shaken right now. We're going to have to give him easy throws, I guess.
The Falcons from the 32.
Wow! Wide open. Wide open Jermaine Gresham. Did y'all see that crap?
into the second
Oh
quarter
my
of play now.
gosh.
We really haven't seen this offense on track quite yet.
Yeah, let's give all the credit to the defense.
I don't know what is up
How
with
they're
Matt
playing on the
Ryan,
defensive side. The
but if he
defensive
can't get it
coordinator
together, I may
making
be
good
trying to
calls.
draft
They
me
are
a
making it
quarterback,
happen.
train him up, because I can't handle that mess. You're going to be throwing like that.
The Falcons defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that.
I mean, if it was a bad decision by me, that's one thing. Like that interception, that was a bad decision. I don't mind that. But when it's just a bad throw,
That gains one.
then that's nothing on me right there. There's nothing I can do. So those are the ones I get frustrated on.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. The Panthers this time will go with 2 tight ends.
No!
Wide to the left. Jacobs
Wow,
is there
you have a
to make the
clean
tackle.
shot to just destroy Matt McGloin, and we do that little weak tackle on him. I'm disappointed. Very disappointed in my guys here.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. Takes it from the gun. And Washington.
Wow.
And a first.
I thought True was going to take that.
I love these timing routes. The out route. Nice job by the
All
wide
right.
receiver. As he's breaking out towards the sideline, that football is right on target.
The Falcons defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 48. Picks up about 5.
I'm going to have to start finding ways to break through here. Sending one-person blitzes aren't working right now that well for me.
Throw the football down the field. The quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 5. Throws the pass. Still powering ahead. Tackles made.
Wow.
That'll move the chains. That's his first reception today.
Nice job that time by the tight end.
What did I
Makes the
call?
catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember,
All right.
you're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
It's caught by Washington.
We can't get a big hit on these guys at all. Matt McGloin is 5 for 5 on us. Hold on, man. This is crazy.
Gets a first down.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 25.
There we go.
Vic Beasley takes him to the ground.
What? Oh my goodness. How?
At the 20-yard line.
That
and
was
now
clean.
in the red zone. Last play before the 2-minute warning. First down at the 20. Handoff made. Stewart's able to get the job done. Picks up
All
the
right, I'm
first down.
frustrated here. We got to find out something
Now
here.
we reach the 2-minute
We got to have an
warning
answer.
here in the
Because
second
right now,
The offense
we don't
heads
have
to
one.
the line for the 7th play of the drive. Glad to have you back as we come out of the 2-minute warning here in the first half. And they go back to the ground. Can't find
There we
space,
go.
and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. That leads us to 2nd down. Falcons go with the dime formation here on defense. He'll take the snap from the gun.
let's get after him, doggone it. Nothing easy.
What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with
This
the
has been
pass.
working. We're going to
If it is
continue
a
with
pass,
this.
I would look for something quick.
Oh, why's Mapunga in?
Third and goal from the 9. Into the hands.
Hit him!
Touchdown.
Golly!
Benjamin's 5th touchdown reception of the year.
I don't know what happened. What the heck happened?
Here in the second quarter gives them a nice lead with the intermission.
How did he get that open?
Yeah, great job on their side. They got a nice
It was
lead,
man
but
coverage with a press. I mean, I know that's Kelvin Benjamin before y'all say, oh, well, you know. But come on, man. We shouldn't have been burned that badly. And then for nobody around him where he caught it to be able to make the tackle in time. Goodness.
Kick return formation.
Now that one goes out the back of the doggone end zone. 1 minute, 29 seconds, which means we're pretty much forced to throw at this point.
Defense is having a field day so far. They've been ready for just about anything the offense has tried. A very impressive display here, partner.
Jim, they are whooping tail on the defensive side. That's the cleanest way I can say it. They have been fun to watch, dominating physically, and they got.
Did we catch that? Let's go. Let's go, Hank. Let's go, Hankerson.
The Panthers with a nickel look here on defense. And they get
we'll call timeout there.
The Falcons signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used.
Second down now.
Let's see if we can get something here.
Ryan's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
There we go, Julio.
16. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Come on.
Ryan from the gun.
Go, 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 go. No! Doggone it. Who got called for a hold? Every time. Every time we get close, they call a flag on holding for us. Offensively and defensively. What the heck, man?
Is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
And I don't know what is up with my discipline on my team here.
The Falcons need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Ryan standing back in the shotgun ready.
Whoa. Where did Kuechly come from?
Good job that time by the defense.
No, we gotta go for this.
Way to get off the field. The defender found a way, knocked that pass down.
The offense is back on
we
the
gotta
field
go for
here
this.
For this 4th and 5 play.
Falcons will take the snap from the 40.
Really? Really, Matt Ryan? He's wide open. Y'all see, y'all see how bad they got Matt Ryan looking right now for me, right? You see, this ain't entirely my fault. Wide open, nobody around. That should have been an easy conversion. And instead, we turn it over on downs.
So far, in other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive.
Oh my goodness.
You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down here and score again.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. It's a 2 tight end formation.
Yep, that's on me. That's on me.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
That's on me. That's all right. I'm okay when it's on me. I got no problem when it's on me.
First and 10. Charles Johnson with the catch. That's a gain of 6. The Panthers, 1 timeout remaining. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Let's go.
There we go.
He's forced to the ground.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2 tight ends on the field here. Third and forever. He'll throw it over the middle.
Oh my gosh, he almost had that one.
And it's incomplete.
Why are we so far off?
Don't have much of a chance of picking
I don't
up
get
this
it.
first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
And the punt is kicked out of
Wow.
bounds.
We'll probably just run this one, take it into the half. I don't want to risk throwing an interception here.
The Falcons' offense has been nowhere in sight here for quite a while. 3 consecutive drives that have come away empty. What about it, Phil?
That is the old phrase, MIA. They are definitely missing in action because there's no
That's
action
fine.
on the offensive side. It's time for the quarterback to call the right plays and help his team out and get this thing moving.
The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Touchback now as the
14-0. It's not a blowout. We're still in this.
The Panthers
We just got to have a defensive stop at this point. We got no choice but to have a defensive stop.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Up the gut here. Brought down
I don't
by
believe McGloin running on us like this. Who got hurt?
Beasley's in a hole
No.
right now. We'll take an injury timeout and be back in just a moment.
Already not take Beasley out.
We'll head back to the field now after the injury timeout. Danielle Bellini is getting us the update on exactly what happened down there.
Oh my gosh.
2nd and 6 coming up. The Panthers take it from the 23. The ball is fumbled.
We forced the fumble and they still recover it like it was nothing.
What a lucky break.
We knocked
this
him
time.
out,
They
though.
fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
Keep
NFL
Beasley in,
teams, the
doggone.
offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. 3rd and 3.
The give.
Get him. Thank you.
Going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us
Good
to fourth
night.
down.
Don't let him keep breaking tackles.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can
All right,
pick
this
them
is
up
the
and
rebound
who can
right
stop
here.
them? How
This is
about
where
that
we come
play
back
that
in this
time?
game.
The defense, they stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
He wants to return this one. He'll pick up 7 this time.
The Panthers defense
Right here.
has been truly dominant here today.
Sometimes when you see a game like this, you go, oh, it might be boring. But this defense has been so dominating and so active in what they're trying to do.
What kind of terrible block was that?
Johnson's all over the ball carrier.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play. And
That
they
was
stopped.
awful.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
He makes the catch.
His forward momentum was at 1 yard to go, doggone it. That'll be 3rd and 5.
Do a good job that time on 2nd down. They don't force the
Oh
football
my
down the field.
gosh.
They throw
His
it
forward
short,
momentum
they pick up
stopped
some
at the
solid
freaking
yards.
1 when he
Make
was
it a
hit.
good situation for them. 3rd and short.
Falcons will line up. First down markers right at the 47-yard line.
Get that first down. There we go, Ivory.
Maybe 5.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
Quick drop back.
Gresham's got it on a pass.
Here we go,
That's
Gresham.
8.
Matt
That's
Ryan
his
finally
first
got it to
reception
him
today.
accurately.
Jim Nance, that was the old fly route. When we were kids, that's what they called it. See if you can fly by the defensive back. He did that time. Nice throw and catch.
Ryan's completion percentage, 50% on the day.
I had nowhere to go. I wanted to go outside, but
About 4 yards
they
a carry.
crushed so fast on the outside.
Coming to the line at the 34.
Second down and 10. And now Ryan's going to take off.
No, I was trying to slide.
Here as he was
What the
looking over
freak?
middle.
Oh, that's going to be intentional grounding. Or illegal for a pass. Okay. Still a loss of a down, though.
Defense will take the penalty. Third down after the penalty. The Panthers lined up in the nickel. Ryan takes it from the gun. On the
Thank you.
and gaze in on the
Oh
tackle.
my gosh, we held on to one.
Well, here's the cover 4 defense. 4 defensive backs stopping.
Holy
the deep passes
cow,
down
we
the
held
field,
on to
but
one.
Nobody's there to stop the crossing routes. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Come on, Matt Ryan.
This
Really?
goes incomplete
Really?
as He was looking over the middle.
Well, the quarterback that time
He's so
tried to
wide
squeeze it
open.
into tight coverage, but no can do.
Oh,
The
my
coverage is
goodness.
Too good. The football falls incomplete.
He couldn't have been any more wide
The
open than
offense
that.
heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. An extra tight end on the field for this one. 2nd and 10. Ryan's brought down.
Just take
after
the
picking up
yards.
6 on this play.
They got me afraid to even slide now.
This
Third
will
and
be
4.
the 8th play of this drive. This play call is for the fullback. And Kuechly in on the tackle.
4th and inches.
Going for it on 4th down. That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. And he'll hand it off to the fullback.
What did he trip on? That could have been a touchdown. I have no idea what he tripped
Another
over.
couple inches, and that would have been 6 points for the offense, but he just falls short.
The long drive continues. First and goal. Coleman's called on once again.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
2nd and goal from the 4. Now,
You see that? You see how they came through like that? Oh my goodness.
still more than a quarter left in the game, and with that touchdown, they're well within striking distance.
Oh, they're right there now. Now you can sit back and change what you were trying to do. You don't have to play with desperation. You got to now what you've done by scoring, you've made the other team have to come out and play and take some chances.
Brown's got it. And the
All right,
tackle's
we
made
made a
right
stop.
around the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players.
Good
So
job.
it's gonna be
Good
tough
job,
on the
Reed.
offense. When you're leading the game in the fourth quarter and you're on offense, you are looking to use the time up on the clock. So that was a nice play call by the offense to run. Defense stops it for a short gain, though.
2nd down and 7.
Stewart's taking the handoff. Stewart's tackled right at the 35. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Well, you can't knock them all down, and sometimes the running back has just got to break a tackle. Good job that time.
Now 3rd and short following the run.
The Panthers will line up in a full house set.
There we go.
He's sacked. So just
Let's go,
three plays
defense.
out for the offense.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it.
Giving
They
us a
know it's
chance
probably
out
gonna
here,
be a pass
doggone.
on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Wow.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted.
What a punt.
The Panthers defense comes onto the field after surrendering a touchdown on the last drive.
Well, they're hoping for better results. No question about that, Jim. They got to come out. They got to hustle. There was not enough hustle last time. And the number one key
Come on.
defensive teams is play hard.
What the freak is going on with our interior line?
The Panthers lead, and all you have to do is look at the turnover ratio, and that tells the story, Phil.
It sure does. And listen, everybody calls them turnovers. But let's look at this game here. I call it takeaways. They are taking the football away from the offense.
There we go, rookie.
By the defense.
There we go, rookie.
Well, that basic slant route, Jim, it is thrown and caught. It doesn't get a first down, but it was really well executed. The offensive line gave the quarterback time and sight lines so he could put the football on target.
They bring in the extra tight end.
The Falcons take it from the 28. Coleman's handed the football.
There we go.
The Falcons look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Come on. Come on, fellas.
Midway through the fourth quarter.
And the flag is down.
Holding on the defense, doggone it. Julio was held. Come on now.
Holding. Defense.
Yes. Decline it, though. We gain more yards.
And let the play stand.
Coming to the line at the 45.
Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock.
There we go, Julio.
And that's a gain of 13. Mark him down for another reception.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities. What you can do on the offensive
Freeman,
side. Good job by the offense.
First down at the 32. Breaks free, has some space to work with. That's a gain of 10.
Freeman just ran him over. That's what we like to see. We'll go to the 2-minute warning. I don't mind.
You have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs. Not only are they moving in scoring position,
Look at that.
but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Stepping up to the line of scrimmage.
2-minute warning. All right.
Line.
This is it, fellas. We need to drive it in here.
This one now. Back in a moment. And we're back. Now just 2 minutes remaining. Offense is down here, but they have the ball with a chance to make things happen.
Coleman's got it. Screen.
There it is. There it is.
Atlanta
Touchdown.
for the score.
Beautiful play.
Finding
Beautiful
the end zone
play.
for the first time this season.
Sometimes you never feel like you're going to get there, but they finally score the touchdown that puts them only an extra point away from tying this game
Whoop.
up. That is a terrific
My best
job.
Chris Berman impression right there.
Now they come out for the point after. Of course, this year, the new rule, the PAT, is snapped from the 15-yard line.
All right, 14 up here.
After 13
Minute
yards
53
longer than
left.
the
They got
pass,
3
a
timeouts. We
33-yard
got 3
point after
timeouts.
attempt. Been
A
great
defensive
game
stop here
all
will go a
the way.
long way.
Still have some time for some more fireworks in the final stages here. Picks up the football at the 6.
Ooh.
And tackles made
Somebody
right
met him
around
hard.
the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers haven't had a very productive drive in quite a while here, Phil. Do they need to switch things up to get this train rolling again?
Absolutely. Switch
Let's
it
go,
up.
let's
Switch
go,
up
let's
the
go.
play call. Show some different formations. Try to catch the defense by surprise. If you do that, that's going to greaten your chances of having success.
And it's Reggie Nelson in on that last play.
No time to huddle right now. They go right to the hurry-up.
Well, in this hurry-up offense, such a
There it
big
is.
pass is intercepted.
Let's go. Let's go, Jalen Collins. Heck yeah.
The pick here in the fourth quarter has them poised to drive for a potential game-winning score.
It does. Listen, I'll tell you, the quarterback that threw that interception, that was a bad throw, bad decision. And if they lose this game, Jim, I would not be surprised to see him lose his job next week.
Running room.
Out of bounds. There you go.
About 4 yards a carry.
There you go. Now we just got to keep it moving.
The game is close, late in the fourth quarter. Everybody's expecting pass. Jim, you were, so was I. The running play fools everybody.
Oh, we got the wind against us, though. I got to remember that. That wind is strong, and it is against us.
Brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 1st and 10. And Johnson in on the.
But I'm also trying to drain the clock, too.
Always good to have these.
What a conundrum to be in.
First down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Coming to the line at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 6.
Handoff out of the eye.
Oh, what kind of weak behind block was that?
The Panthers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
This game is all tied up, and it's headed to the wire. The Falcons will take the snap from the 40.
Woo! Let's go, Gresham.
At the 19.
Let's go,
The
Gresham.
Panthers in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back.
Heck,
Chance to do
yes.
something.
Let's go.
This next snap will take place at the 19.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30–40% of their time
That's
all
fine.
week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
I ain't doing anything fancy at this point.
2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
The give this time to the fullback. The Panthers defense will stop the clock.
We can run it one more time and run that clock.
They want to preserve the clock. Coming to the line at the 15-yard line.
3rd and 6.
Fullback takes the handoff.
Yep.
Falcons now move the chains.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone.
We're
But
going to
there's
wait
only
till
so
3
many
seconds
things
left
the
and
offense
call
can
this
do.
timeout.
Let's see if they can hold them.
Now they don't even want to show me the clock. You see this?
The Falcons lined up for what should be the deciding kick. It's been an
Can't believe they started to
unbelievable
hide the clock
game,
from me.
And now they can win it right here.
There it is. You stay alive for another week, doggone it. Oh, wow. 17 unanswered points to win the game.
That for a kicker, the game winner at the end.
Nah, they live. That's
That
what they
was
live
entirely
for,
too
That's
close.
What you sit in bed at night and dream about, kicking the game-winning field goal.
But you know what? We did a good job rebounding, especially after being down or losing the first game 31-10 and then being down in this one 14-0. You know, we did a great job of coming back and showing our grit here. So I'm glad to see them play hard. Glad to see us walk away with the victory. Man, he has some serious tape on his ankles. Y'all saw that mess? If you didn't see it, go back and rewind that highlight, that first highlight with Coleman. And look at his legs, man. Look, 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 look. You can see it there too. Gosh, dang, man. That man got an extra pair of shoes on.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance.
Folded like a pancake? What you talking about, folded like a pancake? Oh, we needed that win. That was way too close. Way, way, way too close. Heck yeah. So before I advance, let me call these scout these college players real quick. So what I've been doing as of late is I've been just going down the list of best available, you know, trying to see what I can see at this point. since I did most of my positional scouting that I wanted to already. So I'm just trying to uncover any potential ones that I may have, or that may be good ones. Like if I can't get players that I want to target, and I still don't know what I'm going to need just yet, honestly. I mean, you can look at this all you want here. I mean, yeah, they're like left outside linebacker and middle linebacker are needs. Okay, kicker seems to be a need, whatever. But I'm going to have to really go in depth on my team and really look at what I think I need. And I think one of my needs is actually at corner. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think we were super strong there. And it shows in some of these games here when teams tear us apart, But, yeah. So let's go, the O-line, yeah, they did, man. That O-line folded like some pancakes for real, man. They really did. Let's take a look though real quick at my corners. I know it's still early on, we're still mid-season, but I'm curious right now. I believe that was an area of weak. No, well, the first two were okay. Trufant and Jenkins, but then we go into a lot of 70s here. Some potential. I think in that game we may have even had Southward playing safety. I believe that's what we had moved him to. And they didn't throw deep, to be fair. They didn't have any deep passes on us in that game. All their passes were short and underneath stuff. Crossing patterns, no more than like 10 yards deep, though. So they must have been doing something right. Let me see real quick, though. I think we had Southward. Yep, Southward was playing free safety that game. And Reggie Nelson was moved to strong safety that game. So Southward did his thing, apparently, in that last game. Like I said, I don't recall any super deep passes, so he must have made him think twice. So we're gonna advance. We got the Raiders, and I believe that's gonna be at home for Week 15, which is gonna be an interesting game here. I'm not about to play it right now. Unfortunately, I gotta get some sleep because I gotta wake up to referee some games in the morning. I got 3 middle school games I gotta ref, so. That's how it is sometimes. But with the Raiders coming up 4-9, and we're going to check the standings too before I close out this broadcast. I want to see where we sit playoffs-wise. So we're purely looking at an NFC standpoint. So NFC North, we know we're 8-5, and that means all 3 of these teams are still in it. Lions, Packers, and Vikings are all still in it. For the South, the Saints have all but locked it up. Yeah, I think if they get one more win, they automatically lock it up because they've got us in divisional play and in head-to-head. I think they beat us both times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So the Saints have that practically locked up right now, unless they lose out. I mean, it's possible they lose out. We could take it from them. But we have to keep winning. We're 8-5 as well. So that's already 3 teams competing for 2 wildcard spots when you look at what we just saw. Then you got the Eagles here, and potentially the Cowboys competing for that spot, depending on what happens with these 2 teams. Then we got the Seahawks, which are locked up, so nobody to worry about there. So all in all, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams competing for 6 spots. Yeah, 8 teams competing for 6 spots. So those last 2 spots, those are going to be trying. Let's see, too, because Minnesota, how'd they do in their conference, or their division? 5-1. Wait, that's not it. Here it is, 4-2 in divisional play for them. And then if we go, and the other 2 are 3-2, which means they probably got to play each other. Then if we go here, we went 2-3 in divisional play. So that means we still got someone left. And I think it's going to be the Bucks because we played the Panthers twice. I believe we played the Saints twice. Yeah. So we still have to play the Bucks again, with their 4-9 record. But they also tore us apart. And then the NFC East. Yeah. Okay. So with the Cowboys and Eagles competing, Cowboys, having a good divisional record as well, it's going to be an interesting finish. That's all I got to say. I mean, we don't have a lot of games left. We're at the end of the schedule pretty much. It's the Raiders. You can see right here, Raiders, Cowboys, and then Buccaneers. And the Cowboys were one of the teams competing for that spot. So a win over them would go a long way. A long, long way. I don't know what we're going to have to do, but I just know we got to continue to win. We can't afford to lose. So anyway, for those that don't know, I am Shakira725. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Shakira725 is the username. Feel free to like, subscribe, follow, chat with me, whatever. I'll talk back to you, promise. And continue to watch and support these videos. If you like these videos, please continue to watch and follow them on YouTube as well. As one of the things that I mentioned earlier, you know, I really do read all the comments as I get them and everything. I try to respond to them as best I can. So, you know, keep supporting me. I appreciate it. And y'all have a good evening.